All right, it is week number 5 in the WAFL. Let's get to some WAFL football. It's the undefeated Mounties versus the 1-3 Dragons. Dragons got their first win last week, but struggles early. Kyler Murray is going to get picked off by Kyer Elam. Mounties up 7-3 in the second. Dragons ball. Murray slings it right downfield. Terrence Marshall sighting. He's going to score. Dragons take the lead. Likes that. 10-7. Mounties ball. Aaron Rodgers zips it across the field. They don't have a lot of time before the half at the 1 yard line. They're throwing it back of the end zone. Gabe Davis spikes it home. Now in the third, Rodgers is going to go play action and finds a man across the field. It's Terry McLaurin using all the receivers. Mounties up big, 21-10. Dragons are going to hand it off to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's getting them deep inside the red zone at the 4, first and goal. They're going back to Gibbs, who dives over the goal line. Don't know if he needed to, but it looked cool. The Flying Dragon gets in. And then 2 points are good. So 2-point conversion to Adam Thielen cuts his lead down to 3 in the fourth. Dragons are knocking on the door, but stiff defense by the Mounties causes the field goal. We are all tied up 21-21. And with about a minute to go, the Dragons are driving. Murray's going to take this one himself. He's got one man to beat, and he slips away from the defender and scores. So Dragons' first lead of the game comes with a minute left. So let's see what the Mounties can do. Can Aaron Rodgers mount a comeback in the fourth quarter? Well, that pass is caught for a first down, but facing a 4th and 5 with 39 seconds. Can the Mounties get 5 yards? They have a timeout. Rodgers is back to pass. He's throwing left short of the sticks to his third-string tight end, Eric Saubert. And the Dragons deny them the first down. Dragons win 28-21. They're on a 2-game winning streak, and that means the Mounties' undefeated streak is over. Next, we have the Dreadnoughts heading up to Columbus to face the Caps. In the first, Patrick Mahomes is throwing to Chris Olave for a touchdown. Caps up 7-0 in the second. Mahomes again. Back to Olave. 2 touchdowns in the first half. Caps up big. But here come the Dreadnoughts, turning the ship around. Look who it is. It's Kyle Pitts. Dreadnoughts down 10. Geno Smith taking a shot downfield, and CeeDee Lamb is there to haul it in and take it the rest of the way. What a nice over-the-shoulder catch and run. The Dreadnoughts are back in this thing, and they're driving. Smith's pass to CeeDee Lamb is complete. At the 10, then at the 3, 4th and goal. A sliding Tyler Boyd catches the touchdown. The Dreadnoughts take the 1-point lead, but the Caps go to the ground game. Brian Robinson juke and throw it down at the 9. 1st and goal Caps. 3:50 left in this game. Mahomes throws it into tight coverage, but a good grab by Chris Godwin. That's his 3rd touchdown for Mahomes. Geno now going to take this on the ground. He sees the opening, but the ball is popped loose. Asante Samuel scoops it up, and he's going to hustle to the end zone. The Caps fend off the Dreadnoughts. Final score 38-21. These QBs were in a duel. 300 yards and 3 touchdowns for Mahomes and Smith. Now we go to a couple of 2-2 teams. It's the Armadillos at the Wizards. Wizard ball in the first. Brock Purdy slings it down to Christian Watson later in the fourth. Armadillos down 10-6. Jared Goff throws, and it's caught for a touchdown. Brandon Cooks gets both feet in at the sideline, so 13-10 is the score. Armadillos get the ball right back, and Goff is looking to go right back to Cooks, but the route is jumped by cornerback Deontay Banks. He's going to return it to the other side of the 40-yard line. So Wizards with the clutch pick, gets up high in the air and grabs that one. Great field position. They're handing off to Cam Akers, who gashes the defense for a huge gain, and then Brock Purdy throwing to his left. That's Cam Akers again. So the back shoulders the workload. Now the Armadillos facing a 4th and 17. With 2 minutes to go, they need to convert, but the pass goes out of bounds. Wizards, they're going to chip in one more kick, but it's still a 1-possession game, so the Armadillos have life. If they can convert on 4th and 8, bat it away. Wizards win it 20-13 final score. They're going up to 3-2. Armadillos down to 2-3. Now we head to OKC. The Bison are hosting the winless Oilers. It's been a rough year for the Oilers, but look at them on defense coming up with the safety. It's a brand new Oilers. Hassan Reddick with the sack. Bison, next drive. Daniel Jones is throwing it downfield to Darius Slayton with the catch. Now Dalvin Cook, he's falling forward, but the defenders tackle him into the end zone. They'll take it. 10-5 now in the third. Weird score, but Daniel Jones is throwing to his tight end, Darren Waller. A couple of former Giants, now Oilers, down 12. Pickett throwing towards the sideline. Nice grab by Zay Flowers. The rookie's been clutch this season. Now Pickett going end zone. Quez Watkins puts the Oilers back in this thing. 2 minutes to go. Oilers need a stop on 3rd and 11 to get the ball back, but they can't stop the run by Dalvin Cook. The Bisons, though, why they would punt it with time left on the clock to give Oilers a chance. But the return man can't get anything done. 12-17. Oilers continue their streak. Bisons win. Now we have the Nighthawks taking on the Thunderbirds. In the first, it's 3rd and 10 for Bryce Young. He's thrown it deep downfield, and Amon-Ra St. Brown has the catch, brings it to the 4, and then 2nd and goal. They're going up the middle with Devon Achane. Easy run for the score. Later in the first, Achane running around the entire defense. Nighthawks are up 14-3. Now Thunderbird ball in the second. Tannehill, he's scrambling around. He's going to hit the back out of the backfield. That's Najee Harris with the touchdown. So Thunderbirds clawing back in. Only down 1. Harris, he is rumbling ahead into field goal range. With the kick, they take the lead, so down 14-3, now winning 16-14. Nighthawks, they're trying to pass, but Bryce Young is chased down by Ernest Jones. 4th and 15, Nighthawks have to go for it with 2 minutes left in the game, but an off-balance throw goes nowhere. The Thunderbirds are going to have the ball on the goal line, but here we are, 4th and goal, and they can't convert. So Bryce Young and the Nighthawks offense have another chance, but DJ Johnson is there for the safety. That's going to seal the game. Thunderbirds 18, Nighthawks 14. Tannehill outdoes Bryce Young in the game with 0 interceptions. Now we head to Galaxy Stadium. The Orbits are hosting the Black Knights. 1st and 10. Dak Prescott to Jerry Jeudy, who breaks all the tackles. Jeudy finally brought down around the 35-yard line. Somehow slunk out of all of those tackles. So now 3rd and 10 for the Black Knights. In field goal range, but Dak backing up so far, getting them sacked out of field goal range. Armand Watts chased him down, so it's tied at 0 still until Hurts takes off with his legs, gets down to the 2. They chip in the field goal. Orbits take the early 3-0 lead. Black Knights in the second. Dak throwing, has a wide open receiver. Where's the defense? Romeo Doubs scores a touchdown. And then Dak going back to Dobbs. Romeo, 2 touchdowns. Romeo, the Black Knights have caught fire. Dak throwing deep again. This time Minkah Fitzpatrick is there to intercept it. It's going to give the Orbits the ball at around midfield. Now from the 32, Jalen Hurts. Oh, he's going to give it right back. Devin White jumps in the path. Black Knights inside the red zone. Rolling right, Dak's throw is caught. George Pickens with the touchdown. So 21-3, Orbits in the goal line. 4th and goal, they're going from the 1, but batted away. Orbits, they lose big to the Knights, 21-3. And here's a big reason why: Dak Prescott out-dueling Jalen Hurts on the day. Next up, it's the Golden Eagles versus the Steamers, both 2-2. 3rd and 11, Joe Burrow, he lights up. He hits Drake London for the first down. They're in field goal range. 3rd and 10, Burrow. He lofts it up to his receiver, Jonathan Mingo. Oh, can't hang on to the jump ball. So out comes the kicking unit. Steamers up 3-0. Now Mexico City ball. Garoppolo rolling right, trying to find someone downfield, but the pass rush gets there first. Later in the second, Virginia Beach with the ball. Burrow's going to throw over the middle to Hopkins. He breaks 1 tackle, but then he coughs it up. Mexico City recovers. And you can see why. The ball is just hanging out there for anyone to knock out. Later in the third, it's 6-3 Steamers. Nick Chubb's going to take the handoff and go up the sideline. Huge run. They're in the red zone. So the Steamers now inside the red zone. 3rd and 10, Burrow stepping up in the pocket, throwing. and hitting DeAndre Hopkins right as he comes across the middle. Touchdown, 16-3 now. Garoppolo just uneasy in the pocket, getting chased around all night. This time play action, 4th and 8. And that one sails over the head of everyone. Things got too steamy for the Golden Eagles. They lose 3-19. Joe Burrow, 306 and a touchdown. Now we go to Albuquerque. The Aviators hoping to get their first win. They're 0-4. The Antlers 3-1. Aviators with the ball first. Jordan Love finds Cade Otton, who's diving for the end zone but comes up 1 yard short. So they're going handoff to Jamal Williams. He saw Cade Otton dive. He wants to dive. 7-0 Aviators. Then Josh Allen under duress. Christian Kirksey chases him down. So Aviators going to get the ball back. 3rd and 8. Love's pass to Donovan Peoples-Jones is caught. Now at the 1 yard line, 4th and goal. Peoples-Jones again with the catch. That's wide open for the touchdown. 20-0 in the third. Antlers getting crushed, but Josh Allen finds Tyler Lockett. They're at the 3 now, 1st and goal. It's Leonard Fournette now who takes the handoff in for the injured Josh Jacobs. That's a touchdown, 20-7 now. Aviators, they're going to the ground too. Jamal Williams with the big gain inside the 5. Now 3rd and goal from the 1. Williams muscles his way through. That's his 2nd touchdown. Albuquerque up 28-7, but here's Josh Allen throwing for the end zone. Cedric Wilson comes down with a catch. So the score, 28-14 in the 4th. Aviators with the ball back, and Love's pass is a high arcing throw. Jamar Chase comes down with it, 35-14. Antlers running out of time. It's 4th and 2, and Josh Allen's throw is intercepted. That's Rashawn Gary with the pick. That's the final nail in the coffin. 35-14 final score. Aviators' first win of the season in blowout fashion. Now we go to the Riverhogs at the Monarchs, both at 2-2. Here's Watson with the pass. He's going to throw it up to Joshua Palmer, but it's going to doink off his hands. One corner catches it, the other levels the receiver. That's going to allow Bryce Hall a little return. Good situational awareness. Now in the red zone, the Monarchs. That's Lamar Jackson to Jameson Williams. Big connection last week continues here today. 13-3 now. Lamar throwing, Landry catching, 23 Monarchs. They're running away with it, but in the 4th, the defense does its part, stopping a 4th and 3. Then Monarchs, 2nd and goal from the 2. Jackson finds DeMarcus Robinson sliding in for the catch. 27-3. Watson under pressure. 4th and 26 now. The Hogs need to convert. 2 minutes to go. And the defense gets there. Bryce Hall with the sack, adding to his pick. 34-3 is the final score. The Monarchs absolutely roast the Hogs in the win. Now we have the Voyagers taking on the undefeated Elks in a battle of the yellows. Here's Anthony Richardson, gonna tuck it and run up the middle, but the hit jars the ball loose. The Voyagers will take over. Already down 6, now they're getting great field position with a minute to go in the first half. The toss to Eckler, great blocking, he walks in untouched. 16-zip. The Voyagers are rolling. Sam Darnold rifles it in there. Cooper Kupp hangs on. The score now 23-zip. The Elks can't get a point. Richardson is going to try running it again. No fumbles there. All first downs. 1st and goal now. Elks. Richardson just running and running. He's good at it. The Elks finally get on the board, but they're going to need the 2-point conversion. Quentin Johnson hangs on, takes a hit. 2 minutes left in the game. The Elks need to stop to stay in it, and they do, so they get the ball back with 1 minute to go. Richardson throwing to the sideline, but the throw is undercut by Rodney McLeod. The Voyagers are going to win this one. Final score 23-8. The Elks, perhaps the most dominant team thus far in the season, absolutely manhandled. Now in Portland, the 1-3 Pioneers face the 2-2 Snowhawks in the first. Facing a 3rd and 4, Ritter's going to throw this one deep. Intercepted. Trayvon Diggs is there. Snowhawks, they won't take advantage. It's 0-3 in the 2nd. And then Lawrence's pass, looking for his receiver. He ends up with Tre'Davious White. Pioneers will get great field position from the 28. Ritter, play action. is caught. Devontae Parker takes a hit, holds on, so they're going to add on with a field goal. 6-0 now is the lead. Now 2nd and 7, Snowhawks. Little play action boot to his left, but Lawrence is going to stop. Rifle it to the right. 4 defenders around the receiver, but it's 1st and goal. Handoff up the middle, and it takes a minute, but Noah Gray gets the touchdown, the tight end at fullback. So Snowhawks take the 1-point lead, end of 3rd. They add to it. Jackson Smith and Jigba with the touchdown catch. Now with a minute to go in the 4th, the Pioneers need a stop on 3rd and 11. It's 11 yards, and David Montgomery gets more than enough to run out the clock. The Snowhawks come back and win this one 14-6. Now we have the Condors 3-1 going on the road to play 1-3 Lumberjacks. Here's Mac Jones on 3rd and 8. A ton of time in the pocket. Darnell Mooney wide open. Condor D taking a break on that one. 3rd and 10 now. Here comes Grady Jarrett with the sack. Lumberjacks, they'll settle for a field goal. 6-0 in the 2nd. Condor ball. Fields to McCole Hardman. 1st and goal now. Fields throwing again. Kylan Granson, corner of the end zone. That'll give him the 1-point lead. Mac Jones, how will he respond? By getting intercepted. Devin Bush with the pick. Condors end the drive with a field goal. They go up in the 4th now, 13-9. Condors still up. Fields making adjustments. Ben Fields, clean pocket, clean throw. He goes back to Hardman, who makes the tough sideline grab. Condors extend their lead 20-9 now, but 3 minutes to go, 2nd and 5. Mac Jones is going to hit Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. That's right, they have Saquon Barkley. They never use him. Now they need to go for 2, but the pass is deflected, so down 5. Condors ball, 3rd and 7. A stop here will give the Lumberjacks one more chance. They get it. The defense steps up. Now it's up to the offense. Lumberjack Mac time. And the pass is intercepted. His 2nd pick of the game. Cameron Sutton, Cam Sut, shuts the door on the Lumberjacks. 2015 final score. Now it's time for Sunday Night Football. The Shamrocks take on the Bulls. Bulls have the ball first. Minshew throwing it deep to Kadarius Toney. He looks like he goes out of bounds, but he's going to take this one down to the 7. But the refs are going to look at this and say, just kidding. The Bulls need a field goal. But they miss it. Shamrocks up 3-0 now in the 2nd. Here comes the Bulls defense. Ashton Davis with the pick, but he immediately fumbles it right back to him. DJ Moore, he's going to fall on it and give the Shamrocks a new set of downs. CJ Stroud now 2nd and 10. He put some air on this ball, and Jahan Dotson gets both feet inbounds. Touchdown. Messing with the brick wall. 10-0 now. Shamrocks on 3rd down. Jahan Dotson wide open. Clock ticking down, almost the end of the 1st half. And Stroud is picked off in the end zone, so the Bulls D comes up clutch, saves a touchdown. 3rd quarter now. They march right back, finish what they started. This time it's DJ Moore with the touchdown catch. 17-zip. Shamrocks up. In the 4th, Minshew finds a crossing. Garrett Wilson tackled at around the 5-yard line, but 3rd and goal. The Bulls, it's Minshew to Wilson again. This time it's a touchdown. Now less than 2 minutes to go. The Bulls are down 13. They need to make something happen, but the big Shamrock himself, Myles Garrett, gets the sack. Then on 2nd and 23, Garrett, he's loose again. This time shoulder charge, and the ball pops out. Montez Sweat jumps on it, and that's a Shamrock touchdown. And that's where we'll end it. 28-7 Shamrocks bully the Bulls. We've made it to Monday night here at Forest Stadium. The Redwoods taking on the 1-3 Huskies. In the 2nd, Huskies 3rd and inches. Redwood defense stout. They forced the field goal. So 3-0 Huskies. Next possession, Derrick Henry running ahead, getting a 1st down and more. Redwoods going back to Henry. The often underutilized Henry. He is rumbling today. Gets him in the red zone. 3rd and 6. The pass is a little off. So Baker is going to force the kicking game to come out and tie this one up. Then Huskies in the red zone. With little time in the half, Herbert hits the screen to Kamara. But 4th and goal, Herbert scrambling around. can't connect. The ball is slightly off, so the Redwood defense comes up twice in the goal line with some stops. And then seconds left in the half. Hail Mary offense. Herbert's going to go deep, and it's going to fall incomplete, but the refs say, hold on, pass interference. Time for one more kick, and they get it. Then in the third quarter, Huskies driving in the red zone. Herbert is going to hit Devonta Smith, who gets wrestled to the ground. Then second and goal from the 6. Herbert throwing corner. 2 feet down is Braxton Berrios. Nice catch, falling out of bounds. 13-3 now is the score. Baker Mayfield wings it downfield. Stephon Gilmore catches it over the shoulder. Nice heads-up play. Now just 4 minutes to go in the game. 3rd and 10. They need to convert. Nearly intercepted. Again, 4th and 10. They got to go. Baker steps up. He throws. Juwan Jennings is there. Now with a fresh set of downs, Mayfield is going to throw to his left. It's intercepted. That's Christian Fulton. He's brought down at the 39. The Huskies, they're actually going to punt this away, but the Redwoods facing another 4th and long. Baker goes long, and the receiver appears to have got his feet down, but the refs are saying no, out of bounds. This game is over. The Huskies will win, but look at that stat line. 56 yards and a 29% completions for Baker Mayfield. All right, that was week number 5. Now let's take a gander at some of these updated standings. In the AFC East, the Caps are number 1, followed by the Steamers and Snowhawks at 3 and 2, and Orbits. If you remember the undefeated Orbits a few weeks ago, they were number 1, but now they're sitting in 4th. Then in the AFC South, we have the Bisons at number 1, 3 and 2 on the season. Armadillos 2 and 3, Dreadnoughts 1 and 4, Oilers 0 and 5. Yikes. Now in the North, the Blues are still at the top. They had a bye week this week. They're still 3 and 1, followed by the Antlers, who took a brutal loss. They're 3 and 2. Riverhogs 2 and 3, they lost, and Aviators, only team from the North to actually win a game this week, still at number 4. Then in the West, the Sentinels are still at number 1, 3-0 and 1. They had their bye this week. Number 2 is the Condors at 4 and 1, just a slightly worse winning percentage. And then at the bottom, we have the Redwoods and the Pioneers. They both lost this week. Next, let's check out the NFC East. The Shamrocks leading the division 4 and 1. They've been playing great. Voyagers and Black Knights at 3 and 2 each. And the Dragons won 2 in a row. They're at 2 and 3. This division is looking like one of the tougher ones right now. In the North, the Mounties are still at the top, even though they suffered their first loss. Thunderbirds at 3 and 2, Huskies 2 and 3, they've won 2 in a row, and Lumberjacks 1 and 4 at the bottom. And then in the NFC South, this one looks like a tough division to predict. We have 3 really close teams. The Wizards and the Nighthawks are tied for first, 3 and 2. Golden Eagles at 2 and 3, and then Desperados, they had a bye this week, but we'll see what they've got next week coming off the bye. And in the NFC West, the Elks sit at the top of the division. They just lost this week, but they've been playing pretty well. Monarchs 3 and 2. They've been playing great last 2 weeks. Bulls 2 and 3, and Tigers 0 and 4. Speaking of the Tigers, they are just one of 2 remaining winless teams. I want to know your thoughts. Comment below. Who's going to get the win first, Tigers or Oilers? Both of these teams have stunk, but they got to win eventually, right? Now let's talk about our undefeated teams, or should I say team, after the Elks and the Mounties went down. The Sentinels at 3-0 and 1. They're at the top of the league for at least one more week. And I've noticed a lot of Sentinels buzz in the comments. A lot of you think they're going to the Super Bowl. In fact, comment below. Let me know which team you are a fan of. And let's see who has the biggest fan bases so far around the WAFL. And then I'll see you in week number 6.